where we help you manage your health using natural methods tailored especially for adults over 50. Today's episode is one you won't want to miss, because we're diving into an unexpected truth that challenges a widely accepted belief many of us grew up with. For decades, we've been told that milk is the best source of calcium for building and maintaining strong bones. It's been the go-to advice from nutritionists, doctors, and health campaigns for generations. The image of milk being essential for bone strength is deeply ingrained in our culture. But here's the twist. While milk does contain calcium, it's not the only or even the best source of this crucial mineral, especially for older adults. In fact, many foods that naturally contain more calcium than milk are not only easier for seniors to digest, but they also come packed with additional bone-boosting nutrients that milk simply doesn't provide. And that's something worth paying attention to. Why does this matter so much? Because after the age of 50, our bone density starts to decline gradually. This natural process can accelerate due to various factors, especially in women going through menopause, making bones weaker and more prone to fractures. Osteoporosis becomes a serious concern. According to the National Osteoporosis Foundation, around 54 million Americans are affected by osteoporosis or low bone mass. That's a staggering number, and it shows how widespread the issue is. For older adults, getting enough calcium isn't just a health suggestion. It's a necessity. It's essential for maintaining bone strength, mobility, and independence as we age. Fortunately, the good news is that calcium doesn't have to come from dairy products. In fact, there are several calcium-rich foods for seniors that offer more calcium per serving than milk and bring additional benefits like fiber, antioxidants, plant-based protein, and important vitamins such as vitamin K. These nutrients work together to support your bones in ways that are more effective and more holistic than just relying on milk alone. In this video, we're going to introduce you to 7 powerful foods that not only contain more calcium than milk, but also help strengthen your bones in different, highly effective ways. We'll break down what makes each food beneficial, how they work in your body to promote better bone health, and we'll give you practical, delicious ideas to add them to your daily routine. Whether you're lactose intolerant, follow a plant-based diet, or simply want to improve your bone health naturally, these foods are an excellent place to start. Let's begin with the first one, chia seeds. These tiny seeds may be small in size, but they pack an impressive amount of calcium, especially for seniors looking to strengthen their bones. Just 2 teaspoons of chia seeds offer about 180 milligrams of calcium, which is actually more calcium per gram than milk. Yet, many people overlook chia seeds as a nutritional powerhouse. For older adults, chia seeds are a smart, dairy-free way to boost calcium intake. But the benefits of chia seeds don't stop at calcium. They're also rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which play an important role in reducing inflammation. Inflammation is a silent contributor to many health problems, including bone loss and joint pain, particularly as we age. By reducing inflammation, omega-3s help slow the breakdown of bone tissue and reduce discomfort in the joints. Chia seeds are also a great source of dietary fiber and protein. These help stabilize blood sugar levels, curb unnecessary cravings, and maintain lean muscle mass, which becomes more important for skeletal stability as we grow older. One of the most convenient things about chia seeds is how easy they are to incorporate into your meals. You don't need to cook them or do any complicated preparation. You can simply sprinkle a spoonful into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, mix them into dairy-free yogurt, stir them into salad dressings, or even bake them into muffins and other goods. Once they absorb moisture, they develop a gel-like texture that's great for digestion and hydration, which often becomes sluggish as we age. In short, chia seeds are one of the most convenient and effective ways for seniors to get more calcium and support bone health naturally. Remember, calcium isn't just about numbers on a nutrition label. It's about real-life impact. Stronger bones, fewer fractures, better balance, and a longer-lasting ability to stay active and independent. And even though chia seeds are modest in appearance, their effect on bone health can be powerful. Consider the story of Mela, a retired glass artist who struggled with early peripheral neuropathy and frequent muscle fatigue. After she began adding chia seeds to her oatmeal and smoothies every morning, she noticed a clear improvement in her energy levels, fewer muscle cramps, and better overall balance. For her, chia seeds became a kind of invisible armor, a simple but powerful tool in her daily routine that helped protect her bones and soothe her body. Now, before we continue, I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Please leave a comment down below, introduce yourself, and feel free to ask any questions you may have. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the best health advice in your health. Let's move on to number 2, collard greens, the unsung champion of bone-building vegetables. These large, dark leafy greens are incredibly rich in calcium, provide about 270 milligrams of calcium per cooked cup. That's more than a typical glass of milk. But their benefits go much further than just calcium content. Collard greens offer a nutritional profile that makes them a true powerhouse for anyone over 50 looking to maintain or improve bone health. One of their biggest advantages is that they're naturally low in oxalates. Oxalates are compounds found in certain leafy vegetables like spinach that can bind to calcium in the digestive tract, making it harder for your body to absorb. That's why, even though spinach has calcium, a lot of it doesn't actually get absorbed by the body. Collard greens don't have this issue. The calcium in collard greens is more bioavailable, which means your body can actually absorb and use it to build and maintain bones more effectively. This becomes even more important with age, as the digestive system naturally becomes less efficient. Collard greens also contain high levels of vitamin K, a vitamin that's essential for bone metabolism. Vitamin K plays a key role in helping calcium bind to bone matrix, which strengthens bone structure. Even if you're getting enough calcium, low levels of vitamin K can put you at a higher risk of fractures. So, eating collard greens helps ensure that your body not only gets the calcium it needs, but also uses it properly to support your skeletal health. Additionally, the fiber content in collard greens supports healthy digestion and blood sugar regulation. These factors might not seem directly related to bone health, but they play a supporting role in overall wellness. Stable blood sugar and good digestion can help prevent nutrient deficiencies and reduce inflammation, two factors that indirectly influence bone strength. That's why incorporating collard greens into your diet is such a smart move for older adults. Whether you steam them, saute them with garlic, add them to soups, or blend them into smoothies, collard greens offer a delicious and effective way to nourish your body and protect your bones as you age. A healthy gut flora plays a crucial role in the absorption of nutrients, such as calcium and magnesium, both of which are essential for maintaining strong bones and preventing bone loss in aging adults. Collard greens are especially helpful in this regard. Their high content of beta-carotene and lutein helps prevent oxidative stress, which can otherwise damage the cells responsible for bone remodeling. This means that eating collard greens not only provides nutrients, but also helps protect the cells that are constantly rebuilding and maintaining your bone structure. They offer a protective shield to your skeletal system at the cellular level. Cooking collard greens is simple and doesn't require fancy tools or ingredients. You can lightly saute them with a bit of olive oil and fresh garlic, which enhances their flavor while keeping the nutritional value intact. Steaming them is another great option that softens the greens while preserving their nutrients. Or you can toss them into hearty soups and stews where they add both flavor and nutrition. The ease of preparation makes them a convenient choice for seniors looking to incorporate more calcium-rich foods into their meals. Many elderly individuals struggle with digesting milk and other dairy products due to lactose intolerance or weakened digestive systems. This can make getting enough calcium a challenge. But collard greens are generally easy on the stomach, well tolerated even by those with sensitive digestion, and they bring a rich, earthy taste to your plate, making them a delightful addition to lunch or dinner. For those exploring non-dairy sources of calcium, collard greens are an excellent place to begin. They contain highly absorbable calcium and a variety of co-nutrients that contribute to stronger, more resilient bones. Adding collard greens to your weekly menu is not only a smart nutritional choice, but also a flavorful one. Their unique taste and texture make them a satisfying side dish or even the star of a meal. By making this simple change, elders can take a proactive step toward maintaining bone strength, flexibility, and overall agility. Take the story of Oswin, a jazz guitarist with a love for Southern cooking. He had been drinking milk for years, believing it was the best way to keep his bones healthy. So he was surprised when a routine check revealed that his calcium levels were low. His dietitian recommended he try steamed and sautéed collard greens prepared in a traditional grandma-style way. After a few months of regularly including them in his meals, Oswin noticed real changes. His knee stiffness began to ease, and his calcium absorption levels improved. Not only did he regain some of his mobility, but his meals also became a nostalgic, comforting experience thanks to the taste of good old-fashioned collard greens. Number 3. Tofu, an often overlooked but highly effective plant-based source of calcium. Tofu might not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about calcium for seniors, but it should definitely be on your radar if you're serious about bone health. Especially for those who are moving toward a plant-based or dairy-free diet, tofu is a powerhouse food. Calcium-set tofu can contain anywhere from 250 to 800 milligrams of calcium in just half a cup, depending on how it's processed. This is significantly more calcium than what you get from a glass of milk, making tofu one of the most calcium-dense foods available outside of dairy. The secret lies in how tofu is made. When soy milk is coagulated using calcium sulfate, the resulting tofu becomes packed with accessible calcium and plant-based protein. This makes it an ideal choice for seniors who are lactose intolerant, avoiding animal products, or simply looking to reduce saturated fats in their diet. Tofu doesn't just provide calcium. It also delivers magnesium, phosphorus, and a group of natural compounds called isoflavones. These nutrients work together to support healthy bones. Research shows that isoflavones are especially helpful for older individuals, particularly postmenopausal women, because they reduce bone loss and improve bone mineral density. These plant-based compounds mimic the hormone estrogen, which naturally declines with age, especially in women. As estrogen levels drop, bone density tends to decrease more rapidly. Tofu helps restore that balance by mimicking some of estrogen's beneficial effects, making it a valuable tool in preserving bone structure and function. One of tofu's greatest advantages is its versatility in the kitchen. You can pan-fry for a crispy snack, bake it into casseroles or vegetable dishes, scramble like eggs for breakfast, or toss it into soups and stews. It also blends well into smoothies, sauces, or desserts because it absorbs the flavors around it. This makes tofu suitable for both savory and sweet recipes, allowing you to customize it to your preferences. Its mild flavor and soft texture make it especially easy to incorporate into everyday meals without much effort. For seniors aiming to stay mobile, avoid fractures, and remain independent for longer, tofu is a smart and budget-friendly choice. Vegans and those reducing animal products can benefit from tofu's plant-powered nutrition as well. It provides calcium in a natural food matrix, which your body can recognize and absorb more efficiently than many synthetic supplements. If you're planning a weekly menu that supports bone strength and overall wellness, adding tofu as a meat replacement can make a significant difference. With its high calcium content, bone-protecting isoflavones, and ease of use in cooking, tofu deserves a permanent place on your plate. Take Brianni, for example. After her breast cancer treatment, she decided to follow a vegetarian lifestyle. One of her main concerns was losing bone density, especially since she had stopped drinking milk. Her solution? Tofu. She began adding it to stir-fries and even used it in baked goods a few times a week. Over time, Brianni noticed her physical strength improving, and she even experienced better balance during her yoga sessions. The secret behind her new bone resilience was tofu, a simple, plant-based food that helped her maintain her health in a critical stage of life. Next up are sardines, one of the most underestimated and nutrient-rich calcium sources out there. These tiny fish pack an impressive punch when it comes to supporting bone health. A 3-ounce serving of canned sardines, with the bones included, offers around 325 milligrams of calcium. That's more calcium than you get from a standard glass of milk. But that's just the beginning of their benefits. What makes sardines especially unique is that you eat the bones. These soft, edible bones are loaded with calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that work together to build and maintain strong bones. This makes sardines an excellent natural source of bone-supporting nutrients, especially for seniors looking to avoid dairy or supplements. Because their calcium is already in a highly absorbable form, your body can make good use of it quickly and efficiently. Another key benefit of sardines is their high vitamin D content. Vitamin D is essential for helping your body absorb and properly use calcium. Seniors, particularly those who spend less time outdoors or live in areas with limited sunlight, are often deficient in vitamin D. Sardines help bridge that gap by delivering both calcium and vitamin D in one compact, convenient snack. This combination helps move calcium into the bones, where it belongs, rather than allowing it to circulate in the bloodstream, where it can contribute to other health problems. Sardines also provide essential omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and support overall bone and joint health. For older adults dealing with joint pain or arthritis, the anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s can be particularly helpful. Let me know if you like the rest of the sardines section expanded, or if you have more scripted content. Bone and heart health are closely connected, especially in older adults. Chronic inflammation, which often increases with age, speeds up bone loss and interferes with the body's natural ability to repair itself. Fortunately, the right foods can help reverse this process. Sardines are a perfect example. They're rich in B vitamins, selenium, and protein, all of which contribute to tissue repair and bone strength. Sardines are an affordable, shelf-stable superfood that can be easily added to your meals. If you're new to sardines, try adding them to salads, blending them into sandwich spreads, tossing them with spaghetti, olive oil, and lemon, or enjoying them on whole grain crackers. Seniors looking for calcium-rich options that go beyond milk should consider sardines. They're compact, convenient, and deliver essential nutrients to support both bones and overall health. Ansel, a retired sailor, never ate sardines until his doctor found low vitamin D levels and early signs of bone weakening. After adding sardines to his diet twice a week, he noticed more energy, better blood work, and less back pain. "The fish I avoided might have saved my spine," he joked. Almonds are another fantastic calcium-rich food. 1 cup of whole almonds contains 385 milligrams of calcium, more than a glass of milk. Even a small handful, about 23 almonds, offers around 75 milligrams. In addition to calcium, almonds contain magnesium, which activates vitamin D and enhances calcium absorption into the bones. Without magnesium, calcium can't do its job properly. Almonds are also high in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and anti-inflammatory nutrients. Chronic, low-grade inflammation can silently damage bones and joints, making almonds a smart, protective food choice. Almonds also contain vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect bone-forming cells, osteoblasts, which weaken with age. Their protein helps maintain muscle mass, critical for balance and bone support, while fiber helps regulate blood sugar. Blood sugar imbalances, especially in older adults with diabetes, can also affect bone density. Almonds are easy to enjoy, raw, roasted in smoothies, sprinkled over salads or oatmeal, or spread as almond butter. Since almonds are calorie-dense, a small serving provides satiety and nourishment. They're shelf-stable, dairy-free, and highly portable, making them ideal for seniors looking for low-effort, high-impact nourishment. Fiorella, who had a big sweet tooth, replaced cookies with roasted almonds dusted with cinnamon. She added slivered almonds to her salads and snacks. Her cravings decreased, and her bone density unexpectedly improved. Almonds became her favorite guilt-free snack, and a powerful tool in her fight against osteoporosis. Next up, white beans. White beans, such as navy, Great Northern, and cannellini, may look plain, but they're rich in calcium, sometimes even more than milk. A cup of cooked white beans can deliver between 160 and 240 milligrams of calcium, depending on the variety. This makes them a strong, plant-based source of calcium, with the added benefit of other minerals like magnesium and potassium that are essential for bone strength. For seniors who struggle to digest dairy or manage conditions like high cholesterol, weight gain, or blood sugar imbalances, white beans are an excellent alternative. These legumes also help balance the body's pH. Diets rich in processed foods or animal protein can make the body more acidic, which causes the bones to release calcium to neutralize the acid, weakening them over time. White beans help counter this by keeping the body more alkaline. They're also a good source of plant-based protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass, which supports balance and mobility in older adults. Their high fiber content aids in digestion and helps the body absorb essential bone-building minerals. White beans are easy to cook and versatile. They go well in soups, stews, casseroles, and pasta dishes. They can be mashed into spreads, mixed into salads, or blended into creamy sauces. Rinse and drain canned white beans are quick and still packed with nutrients. Soren, a retired construction worker, never cared for beans until a fall on icy stairs motivated him to focus on bone health. His wife started making hearty white bean soups, and within 6 months, he felt more balanced, more energetic, and stronger. Beans beat pharmaceuticals, he said. Another bone-building powerhouse is the fig. Figs are naturally sweet and full of nutrients that strengthen bones. Just 5 medium-sized dried figs contain 120 milligrams of calcium. They're also rich in magnesium, potassium, and small amount of vitamin K, all nutrients that help maintain bone density. Potassium is particularly important because it reduces calcium loss in urine, which is a common problem among older adults. Figs help preserve calcium, making bones stronger for longer. They're also high in fiber, antioxidants, and polyphenol, which fight oxidative stress, a key contributor to aging and bone loss. Digestive health is essential for calcium absorption, and figs support gut health with their natural fiber. Seniors can easily enjoy figs by eating them as snacks, adding them to oatmeal or yogurt, pairing them with cheese and nuts, or blending them into smoothies or homemade energy bars. They also add a delicious sweet touch to salads and roasted vegetables. Figs don't need refrigeration and are shelf-stable, making them a convenient and tasty calcium source for seniors. Callista, a pastry lover, was advised by her dietitian to replace sugary snacks with dried figs. She dipped them in almond butter or topped them with walnuts. Her blood sugar improved and her joint pain lessened. Figs became her satisfying treat and a quiet protector of her bones. Milk has always been seen as a go-to calcium source, but it's not the only option. Sardines, almonds, white beans, and figs offer seniors natural ways to get more calcium along with complementary minerals that boost absorption, reduce inflammation, and protect bones from the effects of aging. Healthy bones are about more than preventing fractures. They support independence, stability, and daily life activities like gardening, walking, or playing with grandchildren. The good news is that these foods are widely available, affordable, and easy to prepare. No need for expensive supplements or complicated diets, just smart, consistent food choices. Adding 1 or 2 of these bone-boosting foods to your weekly routine can make a noticeable difference in your strength, balance, and overall health.